Hey y'all, so today I don't know why this was sitting on my mind, on my spirit. Maybe it's because this is busy time for me. This is what we call in the travel industry wave season. And I'm pretty sure the people in the cruise industry started that term, but I mean, the travel requests come like a wave, actually like a fire hose, but that's neither here nor there. In doing all of this, I felt the need to kind of come to you all today to have a discussion I don't think a lot of y'all like to have. And it's about all inclusive resorts. Now, my good friend, travel colleague, Jania, she already did a great breakdown of something I used to tell people back in the day that if you looking to go to an all inclusive resort, it's three buckets they fall into. You're not gonna get all three. If you get all three, that's a unicorn. Typically does not happen. But basically the long and short of it is you looking for a vibe, aesthetic, good food. You normally get two of the three, but normally it goes if you want good food, you might not get a good vibe. If you want a good vibe as in a turn up, most times you're not gonna get no good food. That's just not. Mainly because that's not that important. And aesthetic normally comes with good food. Vibe might be there, might not. But most times, a vibe at a resort depends on who's traveling there. And I normally tell my clients, you need to be your own vibe. Don't depend on other people to set the mood for you. Okay. But that is not why we here. On the topic of all inclusives, I have determined that there are another three buckets we need to discuss, but let's back up a little bit. The conversation I don't think a lot of y'all want to have or admit to is that the places that have the all-inclusive concept down pat is Mexico, specifically Riviera Maya. So Riviera Maya is Cancun, Tulum, Playa del Carmen, Cozumel, like that whole little strip right there. It's more to just Cancun. It's a lot that y'all don't even realize, okay? But Mexico got that shit down pat. I know y'all like everybody goes there. It's a reason. It's something for everybody there. So once you get past that and admit that, you probably would do better. But the main three places I tell people, like if you're looking for all inclusive and the idea that you have all inclusive, if you want that, is Mexico. So that's either Cancun, some in Los Cabos, Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta, Jamaica, and Dominican Republic. Everywhere else, and don't get me wrong, I love the Caribbean. If you look at my travel resume, you will see that. But I am open-minded. I had to learn how to be open-minded to go to all these different places. Just because something's surrounded by water don't mean it got all-inclusive, y'all. Like, let's stop that. I want y'all to be better in 2025. This little app finna go away. So let's just go ahead and, let's go ahead and get all our stuff out while it's still here. Because I'm probably going to have to transition all of this. But I broke this down for y'all to make it a little easy, right? So first list I call it budget-friendly, all-inclusive locales. And when I say budget-friendly, I really should say budget-flexible. Because you have everything from somebody with not so great budget all the way to high end in these areas, okay? So I already named the three. Riviera Maya, Jamaica, Dominican Republic. And again, when I say Riviera Maya region, it's Mexico. You do have some options also in Cabo San Lucas and Puerto Vallarta, which is on the Pacific side, okay? The reason why I say this is because if you look at the number of properties in these areas, there are so many. It's literally something for everybody. Now, granted, there are some places that people target all the time. Y'all see the same ones on social media. A lot of people go to the same ones. It is what it is. But literally, there are like everything from like small boutique all-inclusive properties to the big chain properties, stuff in between. But they literally give you what you think is supposed to be an all-inclusive concept, which is for you to be able to eat when you want, drink when you want, and just be pretty much don't have to worry about paying for anything else outside of maybe tipping. Now, I will tell you some of the lower budget properties, you're not going to get a lot. But I mean, if you go there with your expectations set properly, you straight. Like, you can't go in there champagne taste your budget, it really just don't go, y'all. Like, let's be really real. I will say, if that is something that you are looking for, you just gotta adjust your travel seasons. Like, we do have 3 seasons we consider for travel. You have low, medium, high. Festive season, which is what Christmas is typically super high, very high. They just don't call it that. It's just called festive season. And you have a minimum stay requirement. You can't be going there for 2-3 nights. They ain't gonna let you do it because they want their coin. Everybody else wants to travel too. If you can be a little bit more flexible when you travel, it gives you more options. That's the name of the game, y'all. Flexibility for real, but that's another story for another day. The next category I have, I just called it middle of the road in terms of budget. So it's kind of mid, we'll say middle class, if I had to define it. And the locales that I placed here were Costa Rica, Curacao, Aruba, Barbados, and St. Croix. Now, let's be clear. Aruba is actually an island that actually is not all-inclusive friendly. And I don't mean it as in like mean, but the reason why I say that, they actually have a restriction in place where they only let a certain percentage of all-inclusive properties exist in Aruba because they want you to go and support their people. Get off the property, go eat at these restaurants, because they have hundreds of restaurants in Aruba. If you've ever been, you should know this. Places to shop. You can literally walk from one end to the other, but most people take a taxi or a bus. Aruba's not really a place to go for all-inclusive. St. Croix has a few too, but again, similar situation. Costa Rica is really an adventure type place. There are a few all-inclusive properties there if you want them. The larger chains have them. Curacao, same thing. Aruba and Curacao are part of the ABC island chain. B is Bonaire, which is right outside of Curacao. They're all right there together. So you still need a little bit more money because those options aren't as plentiful. You have more regular hotel options or resort options that are European plan, where you gotta pay for your food as you go, your food and your drink. Most times I just tell people, just get you some liquor for duty free. You be straight, because most times all y'all worry about is liquor. I hate to categorize it like that, but y'all just be worried about drinks. Go get the liquor from the duty free when you get there. I promise. Then you make your drinks the way you want them. Drink as much as you want, as little as you want, heavy as pour as you want, whatever. Last but not least, high end, you gotta have the coin. Everybody knows Turks and Caicos is expensive. Okay, it's expensive AF. And there are really only 4 all-inclusive properties there. One is beaches. Everybody knows beaches. It's part of the Sandals family. It's actually too expensive for what it is. Let's be really real. But that's a big family-friendly resort. Everybody knows that one. Then there are 2 sister properties that are all-inclusive, and then Club Med. I honestly wouldn't send y'all to any of those. I would tell you need to go to Turks and Caicos and either get you an Airbnb, like a vacation home, or you gonna pay to stay in the hotels. And the regular hotels are way nicer. Way nicer than those all-inclusive properties that are there. Okay. Also on my list, I have St. Lucia, which y'all know I went there in June of last year. I actually went kind of for the free, so I can't really say. But when I price it out for other people, St. Lucia's expensive. Add in that flight, it's not cheap. We also have Antigua. It's not Antigua, and Anguilla, which Anguilla really isn't an all-inclusive place. So what y'all think about what I had to say? Let me know in the comments. Stitch this, whatever you want to do. I know this is long, but I just want to know y'all's thoughts. Have a happy Sunday. Bye.